Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of August 17th. I think this week is all about caring about yourself and really taking care of yourself. I don't think it's a week for, really anything else. I mean, some of you have an opportunity for love for sure this week, but other than that, I think it's a card that asks you to, really take care of yourself, really make sure your health is in order, really make sure of those things. That's really what it says. But the first card you have is the Jack of Diamonds, which is an interesting card. I think if I did have one thing to say as well, I think that you have the opportunity to have a great deal of fun this week. You have two Jacks showing up, which is all about having fun and making sure you're allowing yourself to have fun, not working too much kind of this week, kind of like maybe taking it a little bit easy and making sure that you're doing something to go out and have fun this week. That's definitely something that you need to do this week. But Jack of Diamonds can literally indicate somebody who's interested in you, and it is a Jack, but it doesn't matter, male or female, doesn't matter what your preference is. It can represent either one, either gender coming in here, and being interested in you. The thing about the Jack of Diamonds is you would know who this person is. I always say that about the Jack of Diamonds, is that it wouldn't really be a surprise. You would have a feeling about this person, and you very possibly would be interested in that person. The person, they might be a little bit on the immature side, but I would say, it's never anything negative with the diamond, so maybe just a little bit too immature, but I think it would be extremely fun. So that's the kind of the trade-off, and you'd have a lot of fun. And definitely, the other thing about the Jacks and the Jack of Diamonds in particular is that the Jack of Diamonds wants to become the king. He wants to work very hard. So even if this person is a little bit immature, again, doesn't matter, male or female, and they are interested in you, just know that they are hard workers in their lives, and they do always want to work on themselves, and they want to get ahead. So, they won't always be that way if that happens to be the case. Next, you have the Three of Diamonds, which is a card that just simply asks you to take care of yourself this week. It asks you to specifically make sure that you're not sacrificing anything for your health, like your job, or if you have a business, or you're trying to get a job. It says, it's okay to work hard, it's okay to do all these things, but also just make sure you're eating right, make sure you're taking care of your health. It is a card that really rewards health in particular, and I know that we're entering into this like Leo cycle or whatever that is about health, so it's very fitting that this card comes in and says really make sure that you look at how you're treating your body. And now's a great time to start exercise, because again, this card rewards health, and it rewards you for trying to take care of your health. So if you've been trying to move forward with health related things, definitely this week will have you moving forward and feeling like you can really do it. Next, you have the Jack of Spades, which is actually you. So you're coming in at a strong position. It's a card of having learned a lot as well. It's a card of had learned a lot about life and where you're going, in just different situations in life, and learning how to navigate different situations. But again, it's a Jack, so I think you will be having fun this week. I think you'll be, wanting to have some fun, and just kind of take it easy this week. Again, take it easy this week. Focus on your health, and just kind of really try to focus on yourself. Be greedy this week. I would say that. I would say really put yourself above everything else, because if you're not healthy, then how can you take care of other people in your life? If you're sick or run down or something like that, you can't. That's one thing people need to realize, is that they really should be putting themselves first when it comes to health in particular, because if you're not healthy, then you really can't help any other situations that are going on in your life. So make sure, again, this week, take it easy, health. Final card you have is the Five of Hearts. Can represent an imbalance in your life. So back to the health thing, being imbalanced, but it can also represent birth. That's all fives have to do with birth, but it can represent a change when it comes to relationships. And if you're not in a relationship, getting into a relationship. Very positive card. I like this card when it comes in for relationships, because it can represent a new relationship coming in and new stuff coming in for you this week. So enjoy it. I think you have a great week. Like I said, I think just take it easy. Definitely focus on the health this week, and just focus on pampering yourself even, and just kind of getting yourself right this week, because I think maybe next week, I think things are going to pick up for you, and I think you're going to need that kind of like just relaxation this week. So thank you again for watching.